dead being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be. That's how it goes. I'm a dead being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Okay. So that's the hook. You heard it. Well, first, let me start off with this little word of encouragement that I told myself last night. Something I think I've kind of developed a mind state, maybe tough skin. But here it is. A lot of people aren't going to care about a lot of stuff that you do. But you got to learn to not care that they don't care and just do it. That's just what struck me last night. You know, I put a lot of stuff out, you know, whatever posts, and people don't always respond to it. And that's just something that just came to mind. You got to just do it no matter what. And the last song that I did a stream for it too. I've been streaming and recording the verses for every one of these that I'm putting out. So this will be the third one. The last one, the last stream, the song's called Cheese When You Smile. I posted it up, lyric video and all that. You can check it out. It's on the channel. I'll probably add it to the description. But I didn't like how the tone of that song, or necessarily even the songwriting, like the verses. I thought the hook was kind of cool. It was catchy and all that. But my thought was like, yo, this isn't something that I'm necessarily proud of, but I think it's important to just put it out regardless, because like if I can put something out that I'm not necessarily proud of, then when the songs do get better, because I know they'll get better, because putting them out is just part of the process of getting better and letting go of the art. Let's see if I can come back to the train of thought that I had. Yeah, you just gotta not care, man. Just let go of the imperfections of the perfectionism whole thing, and just put it out there, you know. And I think overall, even if I don't like something, I'm still like trying to put some kind of introspectful, thoughtful message into my music. That's what my music is, most likely. I don't know if I'll ever make like a party song or party music or whatever, because that's not really me. I don't really, you know, never really been my thing to go to parties. I've been to parties and back in high school and all that, but like it's just I just like to chill, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna record these verses. I got these ones pretty much memorized. I recorded these verses before quite a few times. I just didn't like the takes. I've done a few of them. Try to do some punch-ins and all that. You can hear my daughter in the background. So this song is called Dad Being, if you caught the hook. So it's just about being a dad somewhat, and like having big dreams in my youth or whatever, my younger days, and you know, whatever, being naive and not necessarily having a clear path of what that is. And now, you know, I'm in my 30s and I have 3 kids, and it's just kind of my perspective now. This is probably the first song that I actually wrote since I started this whole new focus of actually getting here to writing these songs. So, but it's gonna be the third one that comes out. And a little message for King O Caesar. Here I am, bro. So this is gonna be third song, third month in a row. I think it was a couple years ago when I posted my first like rhythm and poetry, just like a video of me on the mic with like a Tupac beat. I think it was after he seen that, he's like, yo, I challenge you to a beat a month. And it's been a couple years since since he made that challenge, and I'm finally getting there. So this is probably the first song, and it's gonna be the third one. So here we go. And I don't even care, like, you know, my recordings are gonna have stuff in the background, kids playing. It's all good. So here we are. Maybe zoom in a little bit so you can see what's going on. Track this.
I'm a dead being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not
I
in
might
that
wanna
place that I thought that
replace
I
the
would
hook
be.
as well.
That's how it goes. I'm a bad being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. I'm a dad now, and I'm glad now. When I was young, I had dreams of moving out of town. I moved to Sac Town and went to school there. I moved down south to Vista, it was cool there. Carlsbad, Oceanside, now I'm back at home. 7 years later, 3 kids, I'm trying to buy our home. I recognize I may reside at any town on the map. It's all about a state of mind, not always about where you're at. And I'm here now. I had big dreams then, and not to tear them down. But I don't know how this ends, it ain't the way I thought it'd start. But I was naive, thought I could focus on the art. Everything work out with ease, but I'm a bad being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be. That's how it goes.
So that's the first verse. I had a couple better practice takes before I came on. I was just trying to recall, see if I remember the verses. And I think every time I come on here, there's a little bit of maybe anxiety, nervousness that I end up feeling like, oh yeah, the performance of that wasn't trash. Well, not necessarily trash, but not as best as it could be. So I think I'll do that one over, but I'll try the second one first.
I would be.
My daughter looking
That's
at
how
me.
it goes.
Okay.
I would be, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be. That's how it goes. I'm a dad now, it ain't so bad now. Now that I'm older, I'm truly glad from my hometown. It's where I plant my seed and watch my children grow. Give them all that they need so they can reap what I sowed. And hopefully I could teach them some things that I know and leave behind the bad things we don't benefit from. I wanna have them more prepared than I felt that I was. Have them understand some things, yeah, and know that the love.
I got a little distracted there. I don't think I was recording either. Yeah, I wasn't recording. It's cool. I don't have this one as quite. I got it.
I'm a bad being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be. That's how it goes. I'm a dad now, it ain't so bad now. Now that I'm older, I'm truly glad from my hometown. It's where I plant my seed and watch my children grow. Give them all that they need so they can reap what I sowed. And hopefully I could teach them some things that I know and leave behind the bad things we don't benefit from. I wanna leave them more prepared than I felt that I was. Have them understand some things, yeah, and know that the love. Teach them confidence and how to have belief in themselves, but never be too proud. It's okay to ask for some help, I got you now. So here's my advice, find balance in life, cause things go left sometimes, but you'll be alright. I'm a bad being.
Hey, baby. Speaking of children, I love you. All right, so I got that one in. I'm gonna go play them back and see how they sound. I kind of stumbled on a couple words in this first one.
Goes. I'm a dad now, and I'm glad now. When I was young, I had dreams of moving out of town. I moved to Sac Town and went to school there. I moved down south to Vista, it was cool there. Carlsbad, Oceanside, now I'm back at home. 7 years later, 3 kids, I'm trying to buy our home. I recognize I may reside at any town on the map. It's all about a state of mind, not always about where you're at. And I'm here now. I had big dreams then, and not to tear them down. But I don't know how this ends, it ain't the way I thought it'd start. But I was naive, thought I could focus on the art. Everything work out with ease, but I'm a bad being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I in that place that I thought that I would be. That's how it goes. I'm a dad now, It ain't so bad now that I'm older. I'm truly glad for my hometown. It's where I plant my seed and watch my children grow. Give them all that they need so they can reap what I sowed. And hopefully I could teach them some things that I know and leave behind the bad things we don't benefit from. I wanna leave them more prepared than I felt that I was. Have them understand some things, yeah, know that the love teach them confidence and how to have belief in themselves, but never be too proud. It's okay to ask for some help, I got you now. So here's my advice, find balance in life, cause things go left sometimes, but you'll be alright. I'm a bad being.
All right, so they're not where I want them to be. That's cool though. First takes, pretty much. Not necessarily first takes. Like I said, I've done this already a few times and just wasn't happy with them. Kind of changed the beat up a bit. Yeah, Aslan, what's good, man? This is a beat that I made. It's really just a piano sample, some drums, like a drum break in the background, kicking a snare. Doesn't even have no hi-hats on it. I haven't been, the songs that I've been making lately have no hi-hats, but that's funny because hi-hats were like always something that I struggle with. I could spend hours just trying to get a hi-hat in my process of learning how to make beats. Ben, what's good? Let me see. I'm gonna go up on the chat a little bit before I get back to maybe doing a couple more takes. Okay. Okay, so I got a couple of you on the chat, Ben and Aslan. Thanks for coming in. Back to MPC. Did you sell the live, bro? You haven't had an MPC for a minute, right? You're kind of like me, dude. You sell things and then get them again. Is that what's going on? What are you doing? No, I'll put that back. Leave it alone. Finally grabbing your first record player. What are you getting? What are you getting? I'm curious to hear. I've always just my first record player. Excuse me. I was trying to say record player, but actually my memory is when I first got my first record player. I got two of them. There was a yard sale, and it was like a whole DJ set. But there was one Stanton record player, and then there was one Newmark record player, along with I think it was a Behringer DJ mixer, and that was the first my introduction. So, and it all happened. I mean, things. It's funny how things just kind of come together. But I think I didn't know anything about sampling records, and I had the turntables, right? I think one of them was missing. I don't forget if I had to buy needles or what. But one of them was, well, I synced one of them up, and I had the MPC 1000, and I had no idea. Like, I had the mixer sitting there, but I used to plug the turntable straight into the MPC, and, you know, I was vibing out, but the records all sounded super thin, and I just thought that's what records sounded like. And then I realized, oh, I've got a mixer here, and look at this. It's got the ground or whatever, you know, and this is what this little part's for. It goes right here. And then I'm like, oh, boom. They're actually fuller. Records actually sound fuller. So for a minute, I thought records just sounded thin, and that's just the way they sounded. But anyways, what did you get, man? What are you getting? Oh, you already said. Oh, the hamburger. Yeah. The sound burger. Yeah, I seen that. The yellow one. That looks pretty cool, man. I've always kind of wanted something like that. That's been a design that's been around. I guess Audio Technica kind of took that design and turned it into something. But I've seen like Crosley make those. But yeah, that's cool, man. Let me know how that is. I'd like to see that. I'm sure you'll make a video on it, right? William Bearworth. Hey, be careful. Come on. Stop trying to climb stuff that isn't meant to be climbed. All right? Yeah. Using Ableton, I prefer the DAW because I finish more music in the DAW. Okay. Los Mad Beats. The beat is fire. No hi-hats needed. I'm digging the flow. I appreciate it, dude. Yeah, the sound burger. Yeah, found a black one. Oh, okay. See, I would get the yellow one. Match my my SP. But yeah, I'm curious to how those work because you put it in like literally like a burger. Like the record is the patty, and you close it. I mean, I don't know I guess the benefit of that is just portability because it's not gonna take up as much space. Can you stop? I'm about to record these verses again. Yeah, I think my daughters like this song. They heard it and they reacted well before, so no doubt. Cool. Looking forward to that video. And it has Bluetooth. Okay, nice. What does that retail for? Okay, baby. Go. Do you need something? You want me to help you with something? Cause I'll just go help you. You want me to change the show? You want to watch something else? Okay. All right. I'll be right back, fellas.
I'm a bad being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be. That's how it goes. I'm a bad being in my fatherhood. It's kinda sad seeing that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be.
Yeah.
That's how it goes. I'm a dad now, and I'm glad now. When I was young, I had dreams of moving out of town.
All right. Let me redo these verses. Let me see.
Not in that place that I thought that I would be. That's how it goes. I'm a dad being in a place that I could be. That's how it goes. I'm a dad now, and I'm glad now. When I was young, I had dreams of moving out of town. I moved to Sac Town and went to school there. I moved down south to Vista, it was cool there. Carlsbad, Oceanside, now I'm back at home. 7 years later, 3 kids, I'm trying to buy our home. I recognize I may reside at any town on the map. It's all about a state of mind, not always about where you're at. So I'm here now. I had big dreams then, and not to tear them down, but I don't know how this ends. It ain't the way I thought it'd start, but I was naive. Thought I could focus on the art, everything work out with ease, but I'm a bad being.
All right.
I'm a dad now, and I'm glad now. When I was young, I had dreams of moving out of town. I moved to Sac Town and went to school there. I moved down south to Vista, it was cool there. Carlsbad, Oceanside, now I'm back at home. Now, and I'm glad now. When I was young, I had dreams of moving out of town. I moved to Sac Town and went to school there. I moved down south to Vista, it was cool there. Carlsbad, Oceanside, now I'm back at home. 7 years later, 3 kids, I'm trying to buy our home. I recognize I may reside at any town on the map. It's all about a state of mind, not always about where you're at. I'm here now, I had big dreams then. And it's how king that I could do some good, but I'm not in that place that I thought that I would be. That's how it goes. I'm a dad now, and I'm glad now. When I was young, I had dreams of moving out of town. I moved to Sac Town and went to school there. I moved down south to Vista, it was cool there. Carlsbad, Oceanside, now I'm back at home. 7 years later, 3 kids, I'm trying to buy our home. I recognize I may reside at any town on the map. It's all about a state of mind, not always about where you're at. See, I'm here now. I had big dreams then, and not to tear them down, but I don't know how this ends. It ain't the way I thought it'd start, but I was naive. Thought I could focus on the art, everything work out with ease, but I'm a bad being.
Oh man, there's so many things that can make me hate a recording, and just like some inflection or like a lot of things. I notice with me. I think the most obvious thing with me when I record these verses is they sound like I'm rushing and I'm ahead of the beat. So maybe that's like maybe just me getting comfortable with doing this, because I could be like anxious and that anxiety is just propelling me to kind of like get it along. Let me hopefully I can get all these words in and get them right, and you know, I have them memorized and all that.
I'm a dad now, and I'm glad now. When I was young, I had dreams of moving.
Oh, Vintage Blast, what's good? That's crazy. You're in Vista? That's good, man. That's what's up. I like Vista. Yeah, I was only there. Well, I was only in the San Diego area, I think, for about a year. So yeah, I liked it out there for sure. Cool little spot. It just didn't work out for me, the situation that I was living in, you know, roommates and stuff, and I took the easy route and came back home, and here I am. I'm still in my hometown now. Came home and had kids, and here I am. So yeah, like when I was younger too. This is when I was young, like, and I was in high school. I was ready to be out of high school. I wanted to drop out and all that, and just didn't care for the whole normal system of things. Always been kind of that way. And I was ready to move out of the town that I was in, and but I didn't immediately move. I didn't go to college or anything when I was like right out of high school. Well, maybe I did. I went to like community college and took some music stuff. I wasn't into like taking like all the other GE stuff. Didn't take a single GE class at all. So I went to the community college, took like a class that taught how to run Logic Pro. And I just kept working. I was just working like as a dishwasher at a restaurant. Did that for like 5 years. I was living at home still, like with my parents, with my mom, not my parents, with my mom. And instead of like moving out and getting money for rent, like my own spot, I rented out like an office space, and I had a whole studio in there. And this is before I even studied music production, really. And I was just trying to record in there. That's where I wanted to put my money. Like I've always been like eggs in one basket, and I'm still eggs in one basket. That's why I guess I'm a custodian in my late 30s now, cause I really don't care like to pursue any other kind of career. So I'm still like a big dreamer, as this song is stating, and I've just kind of settled or found my little way into pursuing this through YouTube, you know. So here I am now, finally writing songs. It's a process. Things take a process, you know. So yeah, you gotta have a positive mind state, and that's what doing this thing, this whole, even like just sharing content on YouTube it's a therapeutic thing, because like I was talking earlier in the stream about letting go of the music, like the artist, the creativity, like the song that I had that I really wasn't proud of. I let it out, because if I kept it in my machine and picked it apart, I'm like, you know, I don't like that as a sound. No one's gonna like how this sounds. Then I think I would always be one step behind and not actually like healing myself mentally. You know, you got to be able to let go the imperfections and confess them in a way. You know, so what was the point? I don't know. Well, yeah, I was just really kind of just, I guess, doing my own little version of genius here, where I'm like explaining my the lyrics and stuff. So, but yeah, I'm still here. Like I'm not tripping. Like I think my idea of success, or these big dreams that I'm speaking about in the song, that has changed over time. And I think we have a vision, and if you stick with it, you know, that vision will become clear, because we can only see a certain distance, right? So like back then when I was younger, and you know, like I wasn't even thinking about social media or sharing content. When I was younger, I just had this naive, I guess, idea, you know, like I felt like there's something in me, like to express and to rap and to do art, music, you know what I mean? And I always had this feeling like I'm gonna do something with this, but it was a naive thing. Like, where was it gonna come from? I remember once having this dream where I was on stage, and Russell Simmons, Def Jam, comes up and he hands me a check for $11 million. I don't know why 11 million, but that was a dream that I had. And so I think that naive kind of dream of was kind of manifesting in my dreams, literally. You know, that it had no direction. I had no idea how I was going about it. Just figured, you know, just work on, like I said in the last line, I could just work on the art and everything work out with ease. But that's not how things go. And I'm at this point, I think, where I might be at like I'm doing the creative stuff just like consistently. I've been doing it for a minute. But there's things that I could do better. I could take a step back, and I know that I need to learn some business stuff if I want to like make this sustainable. And it sucks too. Like you can't give a fuck about what other people, like all the noise outside, because a lot of people will try to judge you when you try to come up and do something and put yourself out there, or it'll feel that way. You know, people have their opinions and stuff. But you know, one of the things when it comes to like art, creativity, that I think is common is that when you're pursuing money through, you know, as well through your creative endeavors, there's always someone, or there's always a spirit, I think. Let me call it a spirit, because it's not, I don't think it's unique, you know, of this idea that it's like evil, not necessarily the word evil, but like bad, or it's like, I mean, it just happens just with content creators. Like I hear a lot of the negativity with people being, there's people out there that are, what's the word? People that really are just trying to sell you shit, right? And you get people on the other end who are consuming stuff and they're like trying to somehow be the judge of someone's motives, you know? And that's hard. That's a hard balance, because if you want, I just want to like, okay, I heard someone say this. What was this video that I was watching? I think it was Digging the Greats who quoted, so I don't know who he was quoting, but he did a video. If y'all seen that channel, Digging the Greats, where he breaks down like hip hop albums and the samples that are in them. It's a cool channel. But I was watching a video he put out lately because he keeps getting demonetized, obviously, because he's got all these samples in his videos. But he quoted, I don't know who he quoted,